Hello everyone, my name is Chris Brown. Now this here is the video that we promised you that we would send you. Now as you can see behind me, I am at the Gaylord Palm Resorts, which I believe is a Ritz-Carlton resort. So in a few minutes, I'm going to explain why I'm here and why this is probably going to be the first and probably one of the only times that you're going to see me in a suit. Now, according to Bloomberg, there's going to be approximately about 1 million people who are going to start a business this year. And out of those 1 million people, out of the over the next 18 months, about 800,000 of them are going to go out of business. They're going to fail. And so what that's going to do is for the people who started the business, it's going to leave them no income to be able to provide for their family. And that business, or those businesses who do fail, are customers of other businesses. And because of either they themselves as the business being customers of other businesses or their employees, they're also going to have a negative effect on other businesses, which is going to cause this giant, huge, big ripple effect. Now, no matter what type of problems that you do face in your business, whether you're overwhelmed, you're understaffed, insurance, there's all these different problems that you might face in your business, that there's really nothing in your business that more cash flow is not going to be able to fix. Let's say that you're overwhelmed, just due to all the responsibilities attached to running your business. Well, if you had more cash flow, you could hire more people that would fix the understaffing problems. Again, if you had more cash flow, you could have enough money to be able to pay for the insurances. The Obamacare is a really big issue. I know some businesses that it was just so overwhelming to them, they didn't understand everything. So what they actually had to do is they had to go hire some consultants to help them with this. Well, if they wouldn't have had the cash flow, they wouldn't have been able to do this. Now, why is it that people don't have the cash flow? Well, it's because that many small businesses are forced into using ineffective marketing. First of all, they don't have the cash flow to be able to spend the money to get enough exposure, so they're relying on cheap or very ineffective advertising. I know a lot of you are using Craigslist, and yes, Craigslist does produce results, but there's other things that are going to produce way more dramatic results for you. Now, actually what is more important though is that if you don't have the cash flow, you don't have the skills as a business owner to really understand how to sell through marketing, or you don't have the cash flow to be able to hire the proper people who really has that specific type of knowledge to understand human emotions and really what causes a person to buy. Now, over the past few days, I received a phone call from either me or one of my business partners. And as we mentioned on the phone, we are a liaison calling behalf of a community service where we take part in different initiatives to help out the small business community. Take, for instance, one of our business partners is investing $120,000 per year into a number of small businesses to help promote them, to advertise their businesses, and that's even without them being required to buy a thing from us. So what we're looking to do is we're looking for a handful of business owners in different cities as well as different industries where we can go ahead and do the selling for them. Now, I know some of you run very, very labor-intensive businesses and you're thinking, I could never do anything like that. I need to be at my business. I could never live my life like I'm on vacation. Well, let me tell you about this gentleman that I'm going to share with you I'm going to tell you about his story. His name is Tim Carter, and he's a handyman. Handymen are very labor-intensive businesses, wouldn't you agree? But because of the things that he is doing and the things that a lot of you are already doing, he's able to make an extra $30,000 per month. He's a one-man shop, a single handyman, but he was able to generate an extra $30,000 per month by doing things that a lot of you are already doing but not capitalizing on. So if you were making $30,000 a month, you could take less customers if you wanted to, but you could do things to leverage your time to become more efficient so you could spend your life doing the things that you want to do. We always say that family and all these other things are more important than money and working, but why do we spend so much time working then? So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take you to my computer and I'm going to share with you what we're looking to do, and that way you can get a better grasp of what we're doing here. Do you ever feel the more you work, the less and less profits you're going to make? Now, the marketplace of today is filled with people promising you more money. So that forces us to give you more value than any one of our competitors. So we can build your trust so you have the faith we can do the job for you. Now, to my knowledge, this is the first time ever something like this has been offered to the small business community. We are not here just to sell you a product, but to make a difference. You see, business and financial success is not just about making more money. You see, the number one reason for divorce is money problems. So what happens is a person has money problems, so they decide to work more hours, which fixes the money problems. However, it just creates a new problem because the number two reason for divorce is neglect due to overworking. Now, in America, we work ourselves like a machine. There may be many of you who are working 12, 14 hours a day, 6, 7 days a week. Now, many European countries have figured out the key to productivity. Take, for instance, NBC News said of one European country that the average worker in that country works 25 hours per week, earning an average of $42.67 per hour and getting 35 pay days of vacation a year. They know things about productivity that most of us here in America don't. Now, Men's Health magazine shows that 50 years of U.S. Census data reveals that if you're in the bottom 90% of income earners, you will live an average of 12 years less than the top 10% of income earners, which is about approximately $100,000 a year. Now, according to WebMD, who shows that stress from financial issues causes heart attacks, diabetes, obesity, impotency, and just a host of other problems. Now, as you can see from this report from Dun & Bradstreet, that money problems is not the only reasons that businesses go out of business. Now, as you can see from this report, there were 32,398 more businesses that went out of business than declared bankruptcy. So money problems is not the only reason that businesses fail, but it's also due to being overwhelmed from all the responsibilities attached to running their business. Now, how many of you love and care about someone who has been affected by the economy? Perhaps they lost their job or had their home foreclosed upon. Now, you as a small business owner are in a position to help the most amount of people. Now, as you no doubt realize, over the past few years, the business environment has drastically changed, hasn't it? You know, many experts are now calling this as the new economy. We have transitioned from an industrial age society into an information age society. This is the biggest culture shift since the invention of the printing press in 1453. Now, since the 2009 Great Recession as a whole, big business is on the rebound because they can afford to hire the best and the brightest consultants. Now, on the other hand, many small businesses are still struggling because they're left to figure everything out on their own. We are doing what we can do to help. Now, this here is my business partner. Some of you may have already had an opportunity to speak with him. His name is Mr. Paul Gonzalez. He's responsible for generating over $500 million in revenue for the companies that he's worked with. Now, the famous Hollywood actor Vin Diesel, who played in such movies as Saving Private Ryan, the Fast and the Furious series, the Guardians of the Galaxy, and just a host of other movies, used to work for Paul. And today earns no less than $20 million per movie because of what he learned from Paul Gonzalez. Now, the last job I had, I consulted with 60 business owners per week who paid an average of $15,000 to about $25,000 for a series of one-on-one coaching sessions with me. So we decided to leave the corporate side of business so we could make a difference by working with Main Street businesses and not Wall Street businesses. Now, in order to build your trust and have the faith that we can help you, we are going to give you a ton of goodies. Now, the first one is our Buy Local Media Kit. Now, research from the Small Business Administration, American Express Open shows that for every $100 spent at a local community business like yours, $45 of that goes back directly into the local community, with another $9 remaining in state, versus $15 with a big name brand or franchise. Now, research shows that the average Walmart store kills 150 local jobs. Now, do you think more people would buy from you if they knew that? Now, our second bonus is one of our business partners is investing $120,000 in order to promote a number of small businesses. This is done on a first come, first served basis. Number 3, many people look at financial success as a game of chance. Now, throughout the years, the U.S. government has used a portion of your tax dollars to figure out what all the world's most successful businesses have in common. Now, don't you want to get the most out of the money you spent? Another one of our business partners, whose business has done over $1 billion in sales, is investing millions of dollars in the small business community by paying for things you should already be doing in your business. I hope this information was helpful for you. Now, if you look down below underneath this video, you'll find all the tools that we talked about. First of all, you'll find the Buy Local Media Kit. You'll also find the resource where you can qualify and get started now, and you can qualify for this $120,000 in investment capital. You also have the other resource where things that a lot of you are already doing or should be doing in your business if you're not, where one of our business partners is actually going to pay you to do these things, because these are some of the things that all the world's most successful businesses have in common. We also have the little cards and mobile apps, and that way you can create a customer loyalty program, just like, you know, a lot of these big companies. And then what you're also going to see is you're going to see how you can book your appointment with either your business consultant. He'll be calling you in the next couple of days. You can just wait for your appointment, or you can go ahead and get in contact with Paul Gonzalez. Call our hotline, make an appointment with Paul Gonzalez for your coaching sessions, and then you're also going to get access to the $1.5 billion in research and all the other tools that we're going to provide for you, and you'll be able to find those links down below underneath this video. But take care, everyone. Have a great day. I'm glad I could help you, and just keep an eye out on your next video, because I'm going to send you some additional information that's really going to help you in all of this. And just keep an eye out for when we do call you. Make your appointment with your business consultant, but just keep an eye out for us, because we're going to call you on the time that we talked about calling you, or else to speed everything else up. You can go look down below underneath this video, and you can call our hotline where you can get in contact and set up your appointment with Paul Gonzalez. But take care, everyone. Have a great day. We'll see you in our next video. Bye-bye now. Now, I want to help you by providing you with the tools to be able to adapt to today's new economy. Now, by using these tools, according to Yahoo, who says that you will increase your lead flow by 126%, Yahoo also says that consumers will view you as 81% more trustworthy, and the Direct Marketing Association says that you're going to earn an average of $187 over the lifetime value of not every customer that you have, but every lead that you have. And then finally, Salesforce says that for every dollar that you spent in order to acquire a lead, you're going to generate a return on investment of $44.25. Now, if you're watching this video on our blog, you can just click the link directly underneath this video, or if you're watching this on our website, you can click on the banner on the side of this video. And then if you're watching this on YouTube, you can just click the little click here link, or you could go ahead and visit prostarprofits.com. So go ahead and check that out. One more thing, stay healthy, have a great day. I'm glad I could help you. Bye-bye now.